Hi, good morning. This is an orientation class for new parents, interns, new joinees in Jewel. So, as you know, Jewel is a pioneer in this field of autism, especially. We are the first sensory integration department in India itself, and we started way back in 2008. So, Jewel has many departments such as occupational therapy, speech therapy, developmental education, behavior therapy, and we have the biggest team in India. Almost 179 professionals are practicing in all the departments, and we have a client base of almost 475 children every month from 38 countries. And Jewel is an internship center for 32 universities, including a PhD center for 5 universities, including Manipal, then Delphi University, MG University, etc. So this is a profile of Jewel. And regarding the new parents who are coming to Jewel, there are many things they are quite confused. What is happening? What is the benefit of each therapy? What we can expect from each department? Does my child need this therapy? What is the meaning of this therapy, etc. So first of all, I want to tell you, if a child is diagnosed with ASD, the most important formula is earlier the better. Early detection and early intervention. Why early detection and early intervention is important? Why? Because you know the neuromaturation age of a child, the neurons mature at the age of 4 years to 4.5 years. So before that, if there's any issues in the neurological system, you can easily rectify it. So that is the best age. Almost like the result that you get in the early intervention, that is, you can detect these issues as early as 1.5 years or 2 years. But many of the times, what happens is the parents doesn't understand these symptoms. They really don't know. Whenever the child doesn't have speech, there are language milestones. The more important is, the language milestones such as how many words they should speak in 1 year. 1 year, a child should speak independently 6 to 7 words. 2-year-old child should speak at least 2 words combinedly, all their needs. Need water, I need food, like not I, need water, need like that. So this at least 60 to 70 words, like combinedly a child should speak at least at the age of 2. 3 years, the child should speak 3 words combinedly. 4-year-old child should speak sentences, that is 5 words combinedly, they should speak sentences. So, but due to the ignorance of parents and also professionals, what happens is, where even if they see a child, even if the parent tells this is a problem, they will say, you wait for 1 more year, you wait until the child reaches school. That is quite a problem in this field. Why? Because that is a beautiful age. Whenever the child is diagnosed at 2 years or 2.5 years, if the parent is I will always say parent is the best therapist, parent is the best doctor, because the parent is with the child for 20 hours a day. But a therapist or a doctor is seeing a child only for 10 minutes a day or something like that. Maybe in a month, maybe in a year. It varies. So whenever, if a parent is having proper awareness, what is my child? What should be my child? At least the developmental milestones, rather than checking the weight, the height, the vaccination schedule, time has changed. You should really understand what are the basic milestones. When should my child start playing? When should my child start sharing toys and playing? What are the play milestones? What are the motor milestones? What are the gross motor, fine motor? What age they should hold the pencil? What are the basic necessities to hold a pencil? Which are the types of grasp? Until they reach at least 4.5, a parent should be keenly watching their children. That's very important, because whenever you see little gaps, these gaps can be easily bridged and you can really mainstream your child in this early intervention. So that is the importance of early intervention. So if whoever is listening to my speech, just go through the milestones until your child reaches the neuromaturation age and understand whether my child has done all the milestones properly, whether my child has reached all the milestones properly. And Jewel can also help you. We have an app called Jewel Child app, which you can find in the Jewel's website, which is integrated. It's called Jewel Child app. Even if you have a +2 degree or anything, there is an app which you can sit at the comfort of your house and you can answer a questionnaire of 45 minutes and you can understand your child is safe. Your child has reached the milestone, whether you should consult a child development center. So this is such an app we already developed 3 years back, and now the Apple version is iOS is already there, the Apple version we are working on. So before that, I want to tell you, there are certain things a mother or a father should know. Because child is a child, an adult is adult. Many parents expect the child to be like an adult, but it is different. Until 4 years, the learning process of a child is happening in the neurological system. It's called experiential learning. From the experience, they are learning things. Whenever they touch a flower, whenever they touch the floor, whenever they climb, whenever they walk on the sand, whenever they play in the water, that experience is there. This experience, it is registered in the brain, and this is the learning. Until 4 years or 3.5 years, the learning is not from book. It is from their surroundings. What is happening in the family? What does a family member speak? The language of the child is the language of the family member. So this really matters in the development. That is what you call a child, a totally dependent, innocent human being who really depends on two people called parents, who are bound to help them to become independent, to go through all the procedures. That is why, see, only human beings have such a complicated developmental milestone. If you have a cat, they just walk immediately, but human beings, they have head control, rollover, they have standing, walking. There are different phases. It's a complicated procedure. This milestones none of the other animals have such a complicated milestones. So these milestones are very important. And second part is functions of behavior. So whenever you have a child who's showing some tantrums, who's showing them, because children are supposed to. And one more thing, children are very, very, very clever. They understand people who are around them, like how every child, they behave differently to the parent and the grandparent. So they know they can do all the tantrums to the grandfather, but they will never do the mother. So they're very clever from 3 months or even below that. So a child will behave to a person, whether it is a parent, whether it is a teacher, whether it is a neighbor, on how they are. The behavior of a child is decided by the person to whom they behave. Understand? So children are very clever, they are very intelligent. They learn the person the very first day, and the behaviors will be according. So let us understand what are the functions of behaviors, or how the behaviors are interpreted, what is the meaning, what we should do as a parent, what we should not do as a parent. So there are many things that a parent can contribute to the life of a child. So first of all, functions of behaviors, as you see, there are first and foremost is attention. So most of the children, they do behaviors to get attention from the parents. Okay, they throw things, they cry, they yell. It's all to get attention. But these days, I want to tell you very frankly, the attention that a child gets in our generation, maybe the generation before that, is only 10% that they're getting right now, maybe less than that. Because whenever a child opens his eyes in the morning, until they sleep, people should be there to attend. Understand? They should be there to talk to them, they should be playing